Joining me now is Hisham al-Watani's uncle, Rich Price, who was hosting Hisham and his friends for Thanksgiving weekend. Rich Price, you went with Hisham to the hospital. Tell me, what are doctors saying about him and his two friends?
Well, I'll just say that this has been a devastating 48 hours, and the young men are demonstrating incredible strength and incredible resilience as they navigate their recovery. As you mentioned, my nephew Hisham has a bullet lodged in his spine and is being told that he may never walk again. Of course, we know that this recovery is both a medical one and a spirit one, and in the department of spirit and resilience, we're confident Hisham is going to triumph.
I mean, he sounds like an extraordinary. Well, they all sound extraordinary. Tell me more about him, though, and whether there are, surgical options. What are they telling you? Or is it too soon to know?
They will not operate to remove the bullet in the spine. But you asked about Hisham, and I'm happy to, as a proud uncle, tell you a little bit about him. He's a remarkably kind, very, very academically curious. He loves his experience at Brown, where he's studying archaeology, he's studying math. He's a polyglot. He speaks, of course, Arabic, English, Persian, Italian, German. He's just endlessly curious. And, as you said, he was our guest along with his friends for Thanksgiving, as they have been the last few Thanksgivings. And as an uncle, I feel a sense of shame, Andrea. I, along with other members of my family, really encouraging him to pursue his studies here in the United States, believing in part that it would be safer for him, and to have this happen in my country, but also in my town here in Burlington, Vermont, which, of course, Burlington, we have values of inclusion and openness and acceptance, and it's just devastating that this sort of thing would happen here, and of course would happen to my nephew.
It is horrifying, and I mean, all right-minded people are horrified by this and ashamed. I know Burlington. I've spent a lot of time there. My family's in neighboring New Hampshire, and the values of Burlington and New Hampshire and that whole area are so all-American in the best sense of the word. Rich Price, thank you very much for being with us. And we share the horror, obviously not the emotional horror, but the anger at what you are all experiencing, and his two friends. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. And we're excited to have positive representation of Palestinian young men, a representation that is not often shown in this country. And these three young men are incredible. And we appreciate all the well wishes from all over the world.